A lot of the stuff that I do is because I believe that there are going to be eternal ramifications for anybody who sees it. And it goes back to Ezekiel, where there are a lot of watchmen on the tower. And if you see it and you don't warn others, you're in trouble. We have rights, don't come from Congress, they come from God.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Rights do not come from God. Rules come from God. Men give other men rights. If the majority feels like they want to deny you something, that's what they do. Homosexuals being able to get married. The majority don't like it, they don't get it. It's not considered rights.
If we lose those rights, do you believe we'll be held, each individual, if you didn't stand to protect the rights for future generations and protect liberty? Do you believe you'll be held eternally responsible?
I do believe that we have that responsibility here, and we do have, I believe that there are eternal ramifications based on what we do here.
Well, technically, I guess so do I, because I believe that if you burn a fucking hole in the ozone layer, it's gonna fuck us up for eternity. I just don't believe in, like, the la-di-da-di angels and, I don't know, playing poker with God for all of eternity kind of bullshit. And really, how much fun can it be to play poker with God?
Does it motivate you?
It motivates me. It does.
Well, no shit. If you believe that there will be eternal consequences for your actions here on Earth, of course it would fucking motivate you, fucking retard. What the fuck kind of questions are these?
It allows me to know that what I do, it's not about me, and it's not even about my children's future. It is longer lasting than that.
You mean like maybe your children's children? Because you know you already are a grandmother, right? Your abstinence only daughter already got knocked up. I mean, I didn't fucking practice abstinence only. I still managed to make it till I was 26 until I had a kid. Hooray for atheist common sense.
How many times, this is how sad this is, because I've sat in your chair and been asked questions similar to this, and I walk out and I say the same thing to my crew. I can't tell you how many times I thought in my head, be careful, watch it, careful, careful, careful. How many times just now did you think that? Because you know there are people just laying in wait to get you to say something.
The hypocrisy levels are unfucking heard of on this motherfucker's show. Can you imagine if it was an atheist on his show? Would he ask the same questions, or would he just be an asshole? This motherfucker is literally blamed the death of a child who was beaten in the head with a railroad tie on atheists. He blames it on the godless. He's like, that's the problem, is there's too many godless people in this fucking country. And this motherfucker has the nerve to talk about, like, oh, you feel like you're on edge, like you might say something wrong when I fucking constantly ask you about religion and God and your beliefs over and over and over again, because I know we believe pretty much the same fucking thing. Fuck you, Glenn. You're the most fake-ass fucking reporter I've ever seen in my life.
Well, of course, in the back of my mind, I know what's coming. I know what's coming. It's going to hit you too, Glenn, once this show airs, even that the topic was even discussed. So, you know, we just brace ourselves.
Yeah, brace yourself, bitch, because you are putting this out there as if no one is going to see it that disagrees with you. As if 100% of the 97% of the population actually fucking agrees with you. Bitch, you only got like fucking 20-something% of the population that likes you at all. The rest of us hate you. There's not very much middle ground. You either like Sarah Palin or you fucking hate her, and there just happens to be about 3 times as many people that fucking hate you.
But so be it. There are a lot of important things going on in this world right now, and I think that if we were to hesitate and hunker down and not say what we believe, we're going to be part of that system that so many Americans are losing faith in. I'm not going to be a part of that.
Yeah, rather than being a passive member of the society that slowly goes downhill, you'd rather be an active member in forcing it downhill faster. Thanks a lot, you dumb bitch. Fuck you.
Back with a full hour with Governor Sarah Palin. We were just talking about God a second ago and eternal ramifications. Somebody asked me, and I don't think they were serious, why don't you run? the honest answer to that, I have joked before, oh, well, you don't want me because we'd run out of missiles. Because that would be the most uttered phrase ever is, what do you mean we're out of missiles? But the real answer is I came this close to losing my soul once because I bottomed out and went down the wrong path. And excuse my voice, I'm sorry, Governor. But I needed the atonement probably more than anybody else I know. And I got it. And I made a promise I would never violate trust. I would keep my word. I would do the hard thing. I would follow, just live the 10 Commandments. Try that one out, besides.
I'm not even going to touch the fucking we'd run out of missiles shit. I mean, you can figure that shit out on your own. But here's the thing. Beck is fucking sputtering along just like Palin does. I don't know if he's doing it just to make her feel more comfortable or something, or if he's just that retarded. But, and here's the other thing is, you know, Beck's saying I bottomed out, so I was just going to live the 10 Commandments. Well, which of the 10 Commandments were you really breaking before? Did you kill anybody? No? I mean, I hope not. Were you a cheater? I mean, but still, that's not that bad. I doubt you were a thief or anything. These commandments that you talk of are such bullshit. The ones that aren't about, like, thou shalt no graven images and don't take my name in vain and all these commandments that don't actually mean anything. Fuck them. The ones where I'm like, you know, it's like don't murder. I didn't need the commandment in the first place. Don't steal. I didn't need God to tell me anything like that for me to know that. You understand? It scares me that you people are so retarded that you need to be instructed that no, killing is wrong. And on top of that, you'd realize that when the Bible was written, the commandments were written, when it said you shouldn't kill anyone, they meant other Jews. That's what it meant. Like, you shouldn't kill another Jew. And you shouldn't covet another Jew's wife. You shouldn't steal from another Jew. This is, and I shit you not, that's how it fucking is. It scares me how ignorant you are of the things that you believe.
I don't think you can go to Washington and not lose your soul. I've never met somebody who went to Washington, came back, and I went, wow, you're a better person. Have you?
Come to think of it, I don't know if I have, Glenn.
Come to think of it, I don't know. Because when I try to think about it, I don't know anything. You see, normally when you say, come to think of it, the word that comes after it is, you know, yes or no. Come to think of it, yes. Or come to think of it, no. Not come to think of it, I have no fucking clue.
How do you, because the parties, the system is so infected, how do you as an individual go in? I'm not asking if you're going to run, but let's just say you were going to run. How do you go in, and how do I, as a voter, know that you're not going to cut so many side deals to get that power, that by the time you have that power, you're no longer who we needed?
What an ironic fucking question, because Sarah Palin sold out. She quit halfway through her first term as governor of Alaska in order to release a book, get paid, do speaking engagements, get paid, join Fox News, get paid. She's nothing but a motherfucking sellout. And you're going to ask her that question? You're going to ask her, what would you, how would you avoid selling out if you were president? She couldn't even make it through one fucking term as governor without selling out, for fuck's sake.
Well, I think a voter first needs to sincerely know, and it sounds impossible, but sincerely know who that candidate is, to see what their track record is, and to see if they had lost their soul along the way.
Yeah, we're not even talking about track record anymore. We're not talking about how'd you vote. We're talking about trust. How do you restore trust and honor? How do we even know anymore?
That's what everybody is asking. That's what those who are conscientious and concerned about America are asking.
No, you dumb bitch. Those that care about America don't just ask the questions, they fucking research them. That's how we come to the conclusions that we do. It's the same as like with religion. If you're really concerned about it, you'd fucking research that shit. There should be no holds barred. You should take in every argument and just be able to dispel it with no problem, right? It's the same as what you're just saying. But we don't just ask the fucking questions. We research and we try and answer the motherfucking questions, you dumb cunt.
And those who are so disenchanted and disgusted with Washington, D.C., I don't have that answer. I'm asking the same thing. How do we know that we can trust what's going on in the White House?
Oh, god damn, bitch, you cannot answer a question straightly. He didn't ask about whether you can trust what's going on in the White House, necessarily. He asked, how can you trust anybody? He's asking for a measure of honor, not for you to bash on the current White House. Imagine Sarah Palin being the one that was giving speeches about the earthquakes in Haiti right now. Imagine that shit. It would be another natural disaster on top of the fucking earthquake.
The White House.
Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know.
Who was the first president of the United States of America?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite founding father?
I don't know.
When did your daughter lose her virginity?
I don't know.